One car left in the class. This is an equalization round. Tom Willite from Derby, Kansas, owns Willite Automotive. Staunch Pontiac advocate. This 58 Pontiac has got a 370 cubic inch motor. And I venture to say that car probably weighs close to 3,700 pounds, doesn't it? 35, about 3,500 pounds. And that are heavy for a 370 motor to push down the quarter mile. He stops the clocks at 12:26, 108 miles an hour. He'll be back to round 2 in our class number 1 competition. back at it. This is round 2. Class 4. And they're off. What do you say? First car there is usually the winner if he doesn't go too fast. 1594 speed world side, and he wins it. Losing effort goes down on the Patterson side at 1711. This time on the speed world side is Robert Hans from Arvada, Colorado, 71 GTO. Don Imlay from Carrollton, Illinois, 73 GTO on the Patterson side. Okay, first car there, 1646, 79 miles an hour. He broke out by 400ths. 1744 on the Patterson side is the winner. The Speed World side broke out. This time on the Speed World side is Chuck Savage from Wichita, 67 GTO. Jack George from Loveland, Colorado, 70 GTO on the Patterson side. Speed World side, 1550 out by 1/10. 1571 Patterson side is out also by 300ths. No, he's in by 11, so the Patterson side was the winner. This is Ralph Torelli from Derby, Kansas on the Speed World side at 71 GTO. Todd Opfeld from Belle Verde, Texas, 66 GTO on the Patterson side. .20, 81 miles an hour, in and wins. 16:15 on the Patterson side was the losing time. Equalization round this time at 84 GTO is Tom Willite from Derby, Kansas. So Tom Willite will come back for round 3 in class number 4. Woo, a Derby. And he goes 1598 at 89 miles an hour. He's going to have to dial down the next time. Ronald Sheamus from Marion, Illinois, 72 GTO. And the 67, the red car, is Scott Rohrig from Salina, Kansas on the Patterson side. Car there at 1573 and a win at 1573. Losing effort on the Speed World side, 1535. He He's in a win at 1463. Losing Everett Patterson side 1566. Stephen Prime from Oklahoma City in a 68 Pontiac. And Robert Ledwell from Salvo, Wisconsin in a 64 GTO. Speed World side this time, 15 flat. He's in a win at 15 flat. Losing Everett 1470 on the other side. This is Dwayne Weaver from Bearsboro, Ohio, a 67 GTO, and Jim Roller from Wichita, a 65 GTO. First one there is 14 flat. He broke out by 33 hundredths. Remember, drivers return to the staging lanes. Speed World side 1357, out by 300ths. Patterson side 1448, and a win at 1448. But the Speed World side broke out. Patterson side was the winner. David Cross, Conway Springs, 67 GTO. Ted Damon from Ponca City, and a 70 GTO judge. Side 1330, and a win at 1330. Losing Everett 1456 on the Patterson side. Okay, this ought to be a good one right here. This is Dwayne Smith. They call him Smitty from Conway Springs. 64 car. Jim Hint from Raytown, Missouri. A 71 455 wagon. Takes it at 1161. This is Tom Willite from Derby, Kansas, a 58 Pontiac. Milt Shordak from Mount Clemens, Michigan, in his beautifully prepared and well kept 64 GTO. This is a car that started it all. The GTO at 64 car at 12:15. Yeah. Well, that's a bad one. He went down on that one. And now we got an equalization round in this class. This is competition 0 to 12.99. And this car is dialed in at 9.95. There's a very good chance for the driver to see how his car is dialed in. Weather changing, sun going down, raining, doing all this crazy stuff. It's tough to be right on the money in bracket racing with weather like this. So let's see if he makes a hard pass and checks that 9.95 dial in, or he just takes it easy. He has a choice. With a 3. He broke out 100. Okay, this time in any case, it's Gary Roberts again from Douglas, Kansas, and Tom Willite from Derby, Kansas in the 64 GTO on the Patterson side. Got 5 cars left in this class right here. This class number 4. All the other classes have 3 left. We've only got a couple more rounds. We're going to have a winner in each class. First car there at 15.93. He broke out by 400ths on the Patterson side. 15.69 on the Speed World side. He's in a win on the left side of the track. The Speed World side won that one. The other car went too fast. The Speed World side this time, Ralph Torelli from Derby, Kansas, 71 GTO, and Don Italy from Carlton, Illinois. Patterson side at 73 GTO. Speed World side at 15.66. He broke out by 1200ths. Out by 5 on the Patterson side. The Patterson side had a double breakout, broke out the least. Should be an equalization round. This is Jack George from Loveland, Colorado. A 70 GTO. Suppose he has to go through Loveland Pass every day. Okay, he automatically comes back to the next round of our Class 4 Eliminator today. They're going to move right on. He goes 15.48 at 92 miles an hour. He'll be back. Next class is 14.50 to 15.49. No slick still. Okay, it looks like 65 car, Glenn Roller from Wichita, and Stephen Prime from Oklahoma City in a 68 GTO. the Speed World side. He seems to have it dialed in pretty close. Let's see if he hangs in there with this 65 car. GTOAA, see there? On the Speed World side at 94 miles an hour. 1434 for Glenn Roller. He's out this time. This is an equalization round here. Scott Rourke from Salina, Kansas, 67 GTO. This is a good time for him to see if the car's dialed in close. Let's see what he does. He's got 1520 on his window. Let's see what kind of ET he turns. .74 at 82 miles an hour. Not sure what he was doing there, but whatever. He'll be back to the next round. Now we move to the next bracket, which is number 2, 13 flat to 1449. Slicks allowed, and there's 3 cars left in this class. Series this year in his division in Ohio. On this side is Jim Brady from Emporia, Kansas, a good-looking 68 convertible. He won at 1439. 1386 goes down as a loss on the Speed World side. He went right on, but he didn't get as good a light. His ET was on the money, but he was a little slow on the light. And that sleeping old convertible caught that old drag racer. GTO had a little more left, huh? He's going to have to dial it down or slow it down, one of the two.
It didn't become
Okay, this time, Tom Willite's back in this 58 Pontiac. If there were GTOs in 58, this is what they'd look like. The 65 car, Glory Days, he's still in. This is Bill Conwell. Tom Woolite, 12:09. He slowed down about 4 minutes. '64 car of Smitty's from Conway Springs. Tough car for many years. Still tough. Down farther or slow down, one or the other. But he'll be back for the money. So we got 3 money runs and 2. In our class 4, we got 2 runs left and only 1 run. This ought to be a heads-up race as we've ever seen one today. One car's 1561, Patterson side's 1560, and that's Jack George from Loveland, Colorado. Gary Roberts from Douglas, Kansas on the Speed World side. So it'll be a heads-up race. Patterson side 1557, he broke out by 3. 1558, he's out by 3 also. We have a double breakout. The Speed World to go out to the thousands on the clock. The Speed World side broke out the least in a double breakout all the way out to the thousands. And that's how close it gets in bracket racing. That's when I'm ready to go home, put the car on a trailer, when I get beat by some guy, because he goes out to the thousands and nips me a thousandth of a second. No, that's not the way to go. But that's the way it happened. So Gary Roberts of the 65 GTO will come back.
Should be our buy.
This is Don Emily from Carrollton, Illinois. 73 GTO. All he has to do is make it down the track, and he'll be in the run for the money. At 83 miles an hour, so he was right in with 100th of his dial in. So everybody seems to be running real close to their dial in, but you're getting down to the cars that are the stronger ones in each class, and we're dialed in pretty close and didn't make too many mistakes on the starting line.
Yep, handle up through the wood truck now.
Should be the money run in 1450 to 1549, Class 3. Stephen Prime, Oklahoma City, 68 Pontiac. On the Speed World side, and Scott Wood from Salina, Kansas, on the Patterson side. Well, that guy in the white GTO has been cutting pretty good lights, and he gets up for the money run. And this time it wasn't as good as what he's been doing. Let's see what happens on the other end. 15:28. That car is in and wins at 15:28. He just won Class 3 here at Mid-America today, 14:50 to 15:49. Flat to 14:49. This is Class 2. David Frost, Conway Springs, in the 67 car, and Jim Brady from Emporia, Kansas, in the convertible. That 67 is playing catch-up and looks like it's good. He let off even. He's driving him. He didn't. 14:31. The car on the Patterson side broke out by 200ths. The 67 car at 13:03. He's in by 300. So the 67 GTO did win that one. It leaves the 65 GTO of Gary Roberts from Douglas and Don Emily from Carrollton, Illinois, 73 GTO. And this is for
1561.
a winner and the runner-up in Class 4. First one there, Patterson side at 16:78. He's out by a bunch. Speed World side 15:67. He's only out by 4, and the other car out by about 1,700. So it was a double breakout, but the Speed World side broke out the least and won Class 4 of the 9th International GTO meet here at Mid-America. Sponsored mainly by the GTO Club in Wichita. Here's the number 1 class, 0 to 1299, the competition class. This is Bill Conwell on the Speed World side, and Dwayne Smith from Conway Springs, Kansas, for the 64 GTO. Just like it was in 64 when he started racing it. This is going to be a good one. Both these drivers are veteran drivers here. On the Patterson side, in a win at 11:69. Losing effort on the Speed World side, 986. On a 990 down, he broke out 400s, but he was a little asleep on the starting line because the 084 car cut a 576 light against the later car of 858 light. And that's just the reaction time. So Dwayne Smith, once again in the winner's circle.
to the 9th annual trophy presentation for the GTO Association. I'm Lars Grimsrud. I'm the president of the association, and certainly thank all of you for on behalf of the board of directors and officers, we really do thank you all for coming out and participating. This is really great. Many of us can remember when our trophy presentation, we sat under an oak tree on the infield of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. It was probably about 30 or 40 of us, and we handed out trophies to each other. It's quite a bit different. It's nice to see it go like this. I'd like to just say thanks to some people who helped put this all together. And when I call your name and title out, if you can just stand up, and everyone, if you can just hold your applause until we get all these people standing up, you can see how many people have contributed to pull this thing off. And I think you'll be real impressed with what this took here. Of course, we have, where are you? We have the president of the Greater Wichita GTO Association, Sam Nance, right over there. He put this up. You're already standing. Right next to him there, of course, we have Gary Whitney. He was the International Meet Chairman and, of course, organized all the other chair people, and those chair people were John Lazard. Where are you, John? You standing? There you go. Just keep standing there. He was a Registration and Tabulations Chairman. You have Chuck Lytle, who was a Concours and Judging Chairman. Here, Chuck. There you go. We had Ron Weingartner, who was our Drag Day Chairman. Pulled off a good show there at the drags. Jim Conley was a chairman for the rally class and the model car contest. Troy Day was our vendor and swap meet chairman. We had Les Lynn, who was a parking lot chairman, and by the way, he did a super job restricting the inlet to our parking lot and keeping that organized. We had Chuck Henderson, who was our food, beverage, and entertainment chairman, and took care of just about everything else, and I think everybody's seen Chuck running around here like a madman. I would like to give all these people a super hand. You certainly couldn't do it without a dedicated group like that, and the coordination that goes into it is just incredible. Classes were split. Our rally class was split into two classes. We had an early class and a late class. And to begin with the late class cars, we had a third place team coming in. It was car number 11, Mark Randall, with the 1970 GTO. The trophies, if we can get you to come up on this side of the stage, and I'd really like to shake your hand, and then you can squeeze the trophy girl and take your trophy. Okay. Second place in the late class, car number 12, Tom Myers. And in first place with car number 13. GTO, do we have Mr. Mike Potts here? All right.
And I want to thank my navigator. He's got to stand up. He was miscalculating in the back there. Without him, this wouldn't have been possible. Oh, Coca-Cola for standing.
On to the early class. In third place, we have, from Denver, Colorado, car number 10, Denny Deal. with the 1964 GTO, car number 9, Bob Loudwall.
'64 GTOs can do it all.
And in first place of the early class with the 1965 GTO, car number 8, Charlie Concert.
Mrs. taught me to stand up. They get most of the credit. I just drove where and when they told me. He really gets the credit. He was smart enough to listen to her.
First of all, Mike Potts, can I get you back up here again also? While Mike's getting back up here, for the road rally, we also had something called a poker run. For those of you not familiar with the poker run, at each one of the check stops, they stop in and you draw a card. And we have 5 checkpoints, of course, and at the end of the run, the person with the best poker hand wins. And so we'd like to announce our poker hand winner also. So can we get car number 10, Danny Deal, up here? These guys being the winners of the classes, we have 3 prizes. 2 of them I'll announce, and then Chuck, I'll let you have the microphone here for a minute. For Mr. Potts, who plays first in the late model class, and for the poker hand, we have here 2 50% off gift certificates from Coker Tire. And as you know, Coker Tire, they're the ones making the reproduction Redline tires and the reproduction Firestone wide ovals. And it's a super gift from Coker Tire. Charlie here was the overall winner of the rally, and of course, as we announced in the legend, we do have a super duper grand prize from Golden Corporation, and Chuck, I'll let you describe that.
Some of you may have noticed we still have another heap of stuff down here at the corner of the table. Lars, if you'll hold up a piece. Oh, this guy who used to have a GTO wishes he still had it, naturally. Just couldn't stop with everything else he already gave us. He said, look, I want to give a grand prize to somebody. We finally decided it had to be the rally class overall low point winner, Mr. Charlie Concert here. And boy, have we got a deal for you. We have a Coleman sundown tent. We have 2 Coleman sleeping bags. We have a Coleman propane-powered stove, a Coleman propane-powered lantern, and the Coleman cooler chest, all in one big lump for this man right here. Will Charlie's navigator please come up? It seems he's going to need a little help getting back to his chair.
Carl, your wife, please come help carry. I also may need some room in your trunk.
Okay, while the Wichita group is finding someone who has the results of the model car contest, we will get into the drag day and the drag trophies. Our 3rd place winner, class number 4, 15.5 seconds and slower, running a 1970 GTO with a 7400 motor in it from Loveland, Colorado, Jack and Thelma George.
Kissing.
He ran a 15.572 at 79.44 miles an hour. Class 4, 2nd place, running a 16.786 from Carlton, Illinois, car number 49, Don Emily, 73 GTO. 1965 GTO running a 15.675 at 87 miles an hour, David Roberts. Dad let him drive the car, he says. Class number 3 running 14.5 seconds to 15.5 seconds. In third place, running a 65 Pontiac with a 71-400 in it, running a 14.344, Glenn Rowley. Rowley. In second place, with a 68 GTO, 400 cubic inch engine running a 14.8 at 95 miles an hour. Car number 16, Stephen Prime from Oklahoma City. And in first place in class number 3 with a 67 GTO running a 7455 engine, turning a 15285, car number 28, Scott Rory out of Salina, Kansas. Class number 2, it's running 13 seconds to 14.5 seconds. Third place with a 67 GTO running a 67-400 engine, turning a 13.86. Dwayne Weaver out of Fairborn, Ohio. Okay, we don't seem to have Dwayne with us here. We'll hold this trophy for him. In second place with a 68 GTO running a 400, turning a 14.31. Car number 30, Jim Brady from Emporia, Kansas. His son let him drive the car. And in first place with a 67 GTO, 400 cubic inch motor turning a 13.03, number 65, David Frost from Conway Springs, Kansas.
Make her smoke, Davey!
Okay, our fast class. Those are the cars we all love to watch out there. We did have fastest time of the day turned in by Bill Conwell with a 65 GTO, all Pontiac powered car. Bill turned a 9.864, running 136.99 miles an hour with the car out there today, even in spite of the humidity and temperature. That's super going. In third place, with a 1958 Pontiac running an old 370 cubic inch engine, turning a 1209, we had Tom Wilhite from Derby, Kansas. In second place, with the 65 GTO with a 455 out of a 72 Bonneville, we have number 10, Bill Conwell. And the winner of our fast class with a 1964 GTO turning 11.69 miles an hour, Dwayne Smith from Conway Springs, Kansas. Just back up to the model car contest here, and then we'll continue with the trophy presentation. I hate to break it up like this. Let's do that. For the children's model car contest, in third place, we have Justin Whitney Justin, are you here? Second place, children's class, Chris Kitchen. Chris, you here?
Character, Chris.
First place, children's class, Sean Kitchen. In the adult class, third place, Andrew Tablick. In second place, adult class, John Grasso.
Sorry, left.
Okay. Finally, first place in the adult class, Mr. Bill Sherman. Of course, was a new thing we tried this year, and we hope to continue that and get all your kids involved in this thing. We're ready for our presentation for the concours showing. We split one of the classes and combined another class due to, after we looked at the registrations and the cars in the parking lot, in the past we usually split the 66, 67 class because of the quantity of cars in that class. This year we had very few 66s, surprisingly, in the restored class. That class was combined. We usually don't have very many 64s out there. This year we had a lot of them, really nice 64s, so we split the 64-65 class instead. We felt that that was a little more fair to both the competitors and the judges who had to go through the judging of these classes. So, to start out, the 1964 restored hardtop class. In third place, with a red 64 hardtop, Gary Felderman. In second place, 64 restored hardtop, we have with a silver hardtop, Tom Wilhite. And in first place, with a red 64 hardtop, Ray Schneider. Now we do want you to keep in mind we do have some best of awards coming up at the end of trophies here. The way we do it with the GTO Association is so that everyone gets a chance of at least one trophy. We don't award a best of trophy to someone who has won the class. If they're winning a best of trophy, that first place trophy in that class goes to the next one down. So we spread our trophies out a little bit. 1965 restored hardtop in third place with a blue 65, Jeff Prime. In second place with a burgundy 65 hardtop, Kenny Rollo. And winning the 1965 restored hardtop class with a black hardtop, Carl Tant. 66-67 restored hardtop. In third place, with a green GTO, Dennis Jones. In second place, with a red 67 hardtop, Sonny Wehrman. And winning the 66-67 restored hardtop class with a red 66 GTO, Gary Whitney. On to our 68 through 1970 restored hardtops. In third place with a blue 68 hardtop, Ron Chamberlain. That was Don Chamberlain, not Ron. In second place with a silver 70 hardtop, Larry Klein. First place with a 1969 white and black hardtop, Mike Skinner. Our smallest class is the 71 through 74 restored hardtop. In third place, with a gold 74, Richard B. Second place, with a green 71 hardtop, Norman Varling. And winning that class with a beautiful yellow 72 hardtop, Stevie Schaffhouse. On to our convertibles. 64-65 restored convertible. Third place with a burgundy 65 convertible, Raymond Foster. In second place with a midnight blue 65 convertible, Lloyd Carlson. And winning the 465 restored convertible class with a red 65 convertible, Neil Motorship.
I just wanted to thank some people that I could have done it without. 2 weeks ago, I cracked a piston in my engine. If it weren't for Dan Whitmore and Bob Lundwall, I wouldn't have had an engine. I wouldn't have been at this show. And besides that, I'd like to thank my girlfriend, Sue, for all the help and work, and a guy that couldn't be here from our club, Craig Fasala, who helped me put the engine back together again. So thanks for everything. '66-67 restored convertible.
class. In third place out of Minnesota with a gold 67 convertible, Eric White. Second place with a burgundy 67 convertible, Bruce Eisman.
It's green.
Oh, it's green. It says burgundy here. It's green.
That's straight, Bruce.
Winning the 66-67 restored convertible class with a red 67 convertible, Paul Kilker. Through 72 convertibles. With a restored green 69, Jerry Herrick in third place. Second place with a black 70 convertible, Rachel Kreudner. And in first place with a red 71 convertible, David Bradshaw. '69 through '71 restored judge. Third place, Carousel Red, 69 hardtop, John Wakeholz. In second place, with a blue 71 hardtop out of New Mexico, Raymond Herman. Raymond, you're from LA, aren't you? Hayward, California, okay.
That's all right, we'll play.
In first place with a Carousel Red 69 judge hardtop, Robert Mulliken. I want to mention here, Robert owns the Ram 569. He ran it out at the drags. In addition, we informed Robert that we do not recognize the Ram 5 engine as an original factory engine. Robert was given 0 points for his engine in that class by the judges, and he still won the class, so give him a big hand. '64 to 1967 factory original class. In third place with a red 66 hardtop, Bob Ramsey.
I'd like to thank my pit crew. I wouldn't have been here, I'd been for them.
In second place with a silver miss 64 convertible, Bob Warren. Winning the 64-67 factory original class with a black 66 hardtop, Mike Cooper. .74 factory original class. In third place with a white 71 hardtop, Ralph Torelli. In second place with a green 72 hardtop, Sam Stitt. And winning the late model factory original class with a blue 71 hardtop, Jeff Musgrave. And we're on to the modifieds. 1964 to 1965 modified. Third place with a red 65 hardtop, Glenn Roller. In second place, also with a red 65 hardtop, Jim Roller. First place with a blue and charcoal 65 hardtop, Gary Hutchins. .66 modified class. In third place with a blue 66 hardtop, Jerry Gerwatsky. Jerry, you here? Okay, we'll go on to second place. Second place with a white 66 hardtop, Stan Rarden. And in first place, with a modified blue 66 hardtop, Debbie McWilliam. .67 modified class. In third place with a white 67 hardtop, David Vale. In second place, with a red 67 hardtop, George Booth. And winning the 67 modified class with a blue 67 hardtop, Robert Barron. Through 70 modifieds. In third place with a green 68 hardtop, Rod Trivioli. Second place with a gold 70 hardtop, Stan Stokey. she's given. And first place in the 68 to 70 modified class, running a modified 68 hardtop, a white car, Stephen Prime. To 74 modified. We have a first place only there for the bronze 73 hardtop, Don Emily. Into the fast cars here now, the 1964 through 74 competition modified cars. In third place with a red 64 hardtop, Bill Shorman and Milt Shornack. Milt, I think you ought to take a round around the stage here.
Bill! Come on, Bill! Come on, Bill!
You're a rough guy.
Here, Bill!
There's her.
Competition modified, second place with a red 71 Le Mans wagon, runner Jim Hand. Jim just informed me that Superstock magazine just did an article on that car, and it should be out in the next few months. So look for that one on your 7-Eleven rack. And in first place, competition modified class with a Maple 67 Tempest, Joe Hand.
I didn't win today, but they had to run me hard to beat me.
Again, for those of you a little unfamiliar with the rules for that competition modified class, we allow any car to compete in that class as long as it has a Pontiac engine that it promotes, a Pontiac performance image, preferably with some GTO-related paraphernalia, and that's the reason for those cars. Okay, we're into the best of categories here right now. I'll take a peek at the results here. Starting off with the best modified car here at the show today, with a red 67 hardtop Chuck Flywell. By the way, for those of you who realize that Chuck was the show chairman, Chuck just now found out that he won that. Chuck was not part of the decision process for deciding the best of categories. Okay, best factory original car with a nightshade green 68 GTO convertible, Pat Tacoma.
gentleman who gave me this car.
Best restored. With a white 65 hardtop, Jerry Hamilton. Our Top Gun award this year, and we don't have the soundtrack this time. Best of Show. With a Tiger Gold 65 hardtop, Brian Fowler.
Tell Victor about it.
We have one more award here. This is the Muscle Car Magazine Award of Excellence. This is the winner of this trophy is determined by the editor and photographer of Muscle Car Magazine, Jim McGowan and Jeff Tan. And their decision this year, after photographing a lot of cars and walking through the parking lot and sweating with the rest of us, you'll see what it says here. It is the Guide to Muscle Car Magazine Award for Outstanding Automotive Excellence 1988 GTO Nationals. This year goes to a 1967 GTO hardtop owned by Sonny Werman.
Say something, stupid.
I'd like to say thank you to Ron Donverla and Gary Pellerman.
Not bad.
Without all three of those, I'd have never had this.
And talking to people and trying to document these cars and finding out some of the things that were really going on and not going on, we're finding that we're losing a lot of the information that we're all very interested in hearing about and knowing about. And we're very lucky to have some people who were involved with the GTO in its very beginning phases who still remember a lot of these things and have some knowledge about what really did happen. One of the creators and pushers behind the whole GTO and the GTO concept, we're very pleased to have him with us here tonight, Mr. Jim Langers.
Believe it or not, the 74 was a lot nicer effort, in spite of the fact that no matter what you ever do to a 68 Nova, it still came out looking like a 68 Nova. But the facts are that this car won. Now, not many of you know that. This car won the NHRA Pure Stock class at the Summer Nationals at Indianapolis in 74. And it was a pretty good rolling little car. And it was You've probably run into several guys who told you that they've got a GTO that came from the factory with a 421 or later with a 428. Well, I'm here to tell you that never happened. That Pontiac never built on its assembly and shipped into the field for sale to the general public a car with a 421 or a 428 cubic inch engine. Now, I'm not going to say that the dealers didn't install and sell as new cars. We had no way of controlling it. In those days, there was no EPA, there was no measurement, we didn't have the controls. But the car was never built on the assembly line with a 421 or a 428 engine. Now, that makes
miles an hour on the speed road side. Shootout at 9:16, 147. 9:16, 147 miles an hour. Well, that's 65 GTO. 15:55 at 91 miles an hour on Patterson side. At 49 miles an hour. Side 1570 at 91 miles an hour, 1704, 85 miles an hour on the other side. Patterson side, 16.16 on the speed wheel side.
He's on the rear tires.
This time, Patterson side at 14:18, 97 miles an hour. Speedwell side 14:85, 91 miles an hour.
Good time, long time.
miles an hour. 1714, 93 miles an hour on the Patterson side. First one there, 1536, 92 miles an hour. Patterson side, 1622, 83 miles an hour. Patterson side 1505, 94 miles an hour. On the other side, they were 1516, 92 miles. Patterson side, 1476, 94 miles an hour. Speedwell side, 1586, 90 miles an hour. Miles an hour. Speedwell side with 1689, 82 miles an hour. Side 1360, 101 miles an hour. Patterson side 1579, 89 miles an hour. Side got there first at 1288, 106. The other side at 1741 at 70 miles an hour. Speedwell side 1631, 86 miles an hour. 1675, 83 miles an hour on the Patterson side. 1576, 94 miles an hour. The other side went 1680, 81 miles an hour. Still being the best one at 911. 1571 on the other side, 88 miles an hour. Side first this time at 1492, 95 miles an hour. 1581 at 90 miles an hour on the other side. Side 1663, 83 miles an hour. Patterson side 1823, 86 miles an hour. GTO Patterson is Bill Colelli from, boy, we can't tell where. This time at 10:04, 135 miles an hour. 1530, 92 miles an hour on the Speed World side. Side 1383, 102 miles an hour. Speedwell side 1441, 95 miles an hour. side this time, 15:69, 87 miles an hour, 1886 at 52 miles an hour on the Patterson side. Side 1288, 105. Patterson side 1497, 93 miles an hour. Speedwell side 1370 at 103 miles an hour. 1624 90 miles an hour. Patterson side. Side 1592, 90 miles an hour. Patterson side 1583, 86 miles an hour that time. Patterson side 1573, 89 miles an hour. Speedwell side 1587, 67 miles an hour. Speedwell side 1721, 84 miles an hour. Patterson side 1750, 81. big pick out here, but I'd like to take 3 or 4 of these cars home with me. I think there's more 65s than anything else. You think that's right? Inside this time at 14 flat, 95 miles an hour. This time, 1409, 105 miles an hour. That means he got there and was going fast, but not that quick, or something like that. Maybe street cars have something to do with that. Patterson's side was 1568, 93 miles an hour. Side at 1551, 89 miles an hour. Speedwell side 1613, 87 miles an hour. Well, we got all the GTOs that ever made any difference right here at Mid-America today. This time, Speedwell side 1290, 106. Patterson side 1627, 85 miles an hour. Side this time, 1561, 92 miles an hour. Patterson side that time, 1764, smoking them halfway down the quarter mile. Side 1574, 89 miles an hour. 1787, 76 miles an hour for the Patterson side. You put a tiger in your tank. Yeah. And that way you can tell when the tail's hanging out the back. wheel side this time, 1438, 96 miles an hour. Patterson side, 1684, 81 miles an hour. Hello, run that time, 1471, 94 miles an hour. Here comes the judge. This time on the long run, 1280, 106 miles an hour. I saw that tail hanging down, huh? 1367 at 67 miles an hour. Must have a problem. Speed wheel side 1699, 81 miles an hour. Patterson side, 1571, 89 miles an hour. 1581, 91 miles an hour on the other side. Complete videotapes of the 9th annual international meet of GTOs is on sale through the Wichita GTO Club for $25. Birdseye Productions doing the filming. GTO Club is going to have that tape on sale for $25 of everything that's went on this weekend. This time on the Patterson side, 1457, 94 miles an hour. Speed wheel side, 1565 at 90 miles an hour. Side, 100 miles an hour. Having a problem on the speed wheel side. GTO this time on the Patterson side says 100% Pontiac. Miles an hour. Well, that's looking at 1386, 95 miles an hour on the speed world side. Type Pontiac. I believe it's a Star Chief, I'm not sure. But more like automotive service in Derby, Kansas. The old Warrior. At 109 miles an hour. 1404, 96 miles an hour, Patterson side. Not too bad for a 58 Pontiac, huh? Rod Weingarner to the tower, please. Rodney Weingarner to the tower, please. Inside this time 1613, 84 miles an hour. On the speed wheel side 1649, 84 miles an hour.
Finger smoke Bobby!
Okay, this time in the starting line, a pair of 65 hardtop GTOs, as good looking as you've ever seen. This is the Roller Brothers from Wichita, Kansas. Side 1452, 99 miles an hour. Having a problem getting through the gears on that Patterson side at 1523, 76 miles an hour. little side.